Yes, even academics drink wine. Or maybe especially academics. Okay. Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure especially because with Arwin we work very hard to put together the Guillotine magazine, and as you know, the Guillotine magazine is about Pretoria, this issue. So to be featured in this in this issue of Guillotine is really an honor for me. So the first poem I will read is the title poem of my collection that, as Natalia said, just came out. It's called Sunnyside, Nightwalk. As you know, Sunnyside is a neighborhood in Pretoria. It's the neighborhood where I lived for the first 4 years I was here. My favorite neighborhood in Pretoria, and the neighborhood that inspired my book. So I'm gonna read Sunnyside, Nightwalk, the poem from my collection, but you will also find it in Guillotine. Sunnyside, Nightwalk. A rusty lamp throws a weary towel over the street corner. I sit on a bench and share some words with Alan, my brother from Burundi. He's a street vendor. He's got 2 public phones, sells candies, matches, chips, and even single Rieslas in case of emergency. He's trying to make a living and raise his 2 kids between the cops' raids and the xeno-idiotic threats of some local Afrophobias. King Shaka would be ashamed of these modern-age fighters, and Don Quixote would pity them. Apart from this, Alan's doing fine. His babies are sleeping now. They are dreaming of tomorrow's crash where they'll be playing all day with the policeman's kids. I salute Alan as 3 skinny cats jump out from a deserted building, look at me with disdainful indifference. It must be my long beard and my tattered shirt. Or maybe they've got more urgent things to think about, like finding a way to catch that bloody bird. They've skipped too many meals this week. Ribs don't lie, and the night-cutting wind reminds them how fragile they are. I kick dreams away as a washed-out pack of knickknacks swirls down the sidewalk and arrogantly lands over my rag tackies. Littering is fascism, and I just can't stand ignorance, knickknacks, and dirt. Drunk screams from the flats across the road. From under a leafless tree, the glittering shadow of a knife, blinking in the shrieking winter fog. Business as usual smiles the flashy NetBank billboard over the razor-wired fence. The sickening sound of police sirens rips the moistened sky in 2. It stiffens the mallow along my squeaking spine, while needles sting the midpoint of my frozen anus. It reminds me that it's time to go home, and I agree, even if I don't have one. I walk around the corner, find the seat at Sipo's Tavern, pull up my overcoat, pull down my beret, and order another beer. It's the penultimate one for today. This was my Sunnyside poem. I love Sunnyside. Despite what they say, it's a very exciting neighborhood.